In the last segment of my talk, I summarized some of the research which presents links between chronic diseases and animal-based foods. In this third section, I'm going to talk about how we might apply this new information. For a start, can we get all the protein we need from a plant-based diet? To explore this, I recorded my food intake and calculated the amount of protein it contained for one day. As you can see, I had oatmeal, fruit, pumpkin seeds, and soy milk for breakfast. I had couscous and roasted vegetables for lunch with some broccoli and an orange. And for dinner, I had corn pudding with mole sauce, a salad, and some chocolate. In total, through this day, I took in 42 grams of protein. In the first section of my talk, you may remember that I explained that we get sufficient protein if 10% of calories come from protein. In what I ate on this day, 10% of calories would give 30 grams of protein, or if calculated from body weight and recommended daily allowance, I would require 32 grams of protein. So as you can see, on a fully plant-based diet, I easily achieved my protein goal. Next question, can we eat protein from animal sources and not get more than we need? This slide illustrates what someone eating a relatively healthy average diet might eat. For breakfast, they had 2 toast, 2 eggs, orange juice, and skim milk. For lunch, they had a lower-fat Subway turkey sandwich, an apple, a Starbucks oatmeal cookie, and skim milk. Already this person has eaten 55 grams of protein, and 17% of their calories came from protein sources. If this person weighed 150 pounds, they would require 56 grams of protein in a day, and this person has already taken in 55 grams even before getting to the evening meal. And it's often at dinner time that people feel they are taking in their major protein and building their meal around additional meat, chicken, or fish. Is there any nutrition that we need to get from animal source foods? This next slide illustrates a project that was done by Dr. Colin Campbell. He created 2 food mixtures, one of plant-based foods and one of animal-based foods. The plant food mixture contained equal parts of potatoes, tomatoes, spinach, lima beans, and peas. The animal food mixture contained equal parts of beef, pork, chicken, and whole milk. Then the nutritional values of 500 calories of each of these mixtures was compared. First, we can see that only the animal mixture contains cholesterol. Next, the animal mixture is much higher in fat. The protein content of each of these mixtures is almost identical. Only the plant-sourced foods contain fiber. The next 4 rows are vitamins, all of which are much higher in the plant foods. Even iron and calcium amounts are higher in the plant food mixture, as well as magnesium. But there is one exception. It is not possible to get enough vitamin B12 from a strictly plant-based diet. This is not because animals produce B12, though. B12 is produced by bacteria, and animals take in bacteria by being in contact with the soil, and then it is taken into their body tissues. Back when we lived closer to the earth and in less sterilized environments, we would likely have taken in enough B12 from eating plants. But today, if you are on a plant-based diet, it is important to have your B12 levels checked from time to time and take a supplement if needed. People often believe that vegetarians need to eat carefully to combine proteins. Is this true? In fact, it's easy to take in an adequate amount of all of the amino acids that we need to build our protein if we are eating a good variety of whole plant-based foods. One way of describing this is eating foods from all different areas of plants: roots, leaves and stems, fruits, seeds, and grains. So in summary, through the 3 sections of this talk, we have seen that taking in 10% of our calories in the form of protein is sufficient to meet our nutritional needs. We have seen that there is evidence that animal proteins promote several chronic diseases. There are links of animal protein to cancer. We have seen that higher animal protein, including dairy, is linked to osteoporosis, and that with increased animal protein there are increased rates of kidney stones, cardiovascular disease, and autoimmune diseases. And how can we apply this? By eating a variety of whole foods from plant sources, we can get all of the nutrition we need without the risks of food from animal sources. Thank you very much for sharing this journey of exploration with me, and I hope that the information helps you to make choices to keep you and your family in good health. These are a few resources I would like to recognize and where I have learned much of the information I've shared with you. They are also great places to explore further if you are interested in learning more about the value of a whole foods, plant-based diet.